Okay, here's part two. We're going to go through 25 more items that I recently sold. Again, guys, this is all stuff that I've sold, right? This isn't, I pride myself on providing details and information that I've used personally. So, it's easy to just go up and make stuff up and do this, that. I don't like to do that. I'm just one of those guys. I'm a straight shooter. I have no problem showing the items that I sold, and it's really to encourage you to go out there and find these type of items. But most importantly is to go out there and truly hustle, and the opportunity to make money with clothing is now for sure, and it's not going away. It's been something I've been doing for 15 years. So let's jump into here. We've got this men's cinch western, just a plain check men's dress shirt, short sleeve, $20 shipped. This was killer, guys. This is Grateful Dead. Anything Grateful Dead will sell. And this one took about 3 days to sell, $150. There was some issues with the jersey, but the buyer bought it. He messaged me back when he got it. He was so stoked. He was like, "Oh my God, I got this thing!" And it had some marks on it. It had some stitching issues, but $150, guys, $150, $150 bones. Here's a brand called Jam's World, and this was just a typical racing rayon blend, all over, crazy print. These Jam's World shirts are crazy, guys, and funky, unique. I would recommend you pick them up every time you see them at the thrift store or wherever you're sourcing from. $25. Here, just to get plain old Nike. Don't sweat my swag, man. You're gonna find these Nike shirts everywhere, guys. The price points are all over the place. Realistically, $10, right? Again, it's all about the subject matter. So, these Nike shirts, guys, they're not cheap in the stores. They're $25 and up. Then we're looking at the dry fit shirts. Those are up, but these loose standard fit shirts, I mean, anywhere from 8 to 15 is that safe zone, and they should move. Definitely, they sell very well in auction as well, but $10, buy it now, probably gone within a day or two. Here's an Armani, just a plain old Jane solid shirt, right? Flipping through, when I'm flipping through racks of clothing, I'm obviously looking at the tags, and then I'm glancing down to look at the subject matter. And here, I think a lot of people might have overlooked this if they're just staring down and they're just looking at the subject matter, because it's just a plain shirt. What caught my eye, obviously, was the Armani there. But, yeah, $20 for just an Armani shirt. Sold in, I think, a couple days. Nice little score there for a couple bucks. Picked up this Oklahoma City Thunder Kevin Durant Adidas Youth jersey. Youth jerseys sell really, really well. A lot of times, you're going to get adults that buy the jerseys, the youth jerseys, especially the vintage. A lot of women are buying them because, an adult a kid's youth extra large can fit an adult small or medium, believe it or not. These things run really, really big. So this one took a month to sell, but we did get $20. The crazy thing was, this one here, I was like, I'm not going less than 20 on this jersey, right? Jerseys are not cheap. And there was people out there selling this, guys, for $8 shipped. So I just held my guns, held my price, and it sold. Here's a Brooks Brothers blazer. Just a standard 1818 wool blend. We took a best offer of $50 on this with free shipping. I ship all my blazers in boxes. I don't roll them up and try to stick them in a medium padded flat rate envelope. The way I fold my blazers, they're guaranteed that they're not going to be all wrinkled up. And I want the customer, when they get the box in the mail, to open it up and go, hey, this guy took the time to, make sure my blazer's not all wrinkled up or rolled up in a ball. So that's the way I do it, guys. I mean, I understand it's going to cost me a little more to send my blazers that way, especially in the medium flat rate boxes. But, I'm okay with that because I'm getting $50 for these things, give or take. So something to keep in mind. Here's a pair of men's Allen Edmonds Globetrotter, just brown shoes. Shoes are excellent. I mean, one of my top 5 things I sell on eBay for sure. And, it's when you know the brands, go after them. And they do sell. $55 for these Allen Edmonds. Here's a Zegna blazer. Again, took an offer, I want to say, of about $85 on this one. We had a $150. This brand is not cheap. Again, it's very expensive, and it's just your price comparison against other resellers, and other resellers are selling these for $30, $40, $50. I remember the days of selling these for a couple hundred, but you got to adapt with change and understand that. When you're priced like this, $150, that's where I wanted to be. But realistically, it was probably $85 to $100 is what you can sell these for today, unless you're finding something new at tags or it's very unique. But yeah, anytime you find Zegna stuff, it's worth good money, so worth picking up. Here's a Pendleton brown plaid check, nothing flawless. I was on a roll, just finding these Pendletons. It seems like they're everywhere out here in Arizona, but Great condition, 35 bucks, sold in 2 days. Here now you're seeing the me laying the items flat approach, right? Just 2 shots here. I take this main shot and then the shot of the tag. And believe it or not, I probably didn't need to shoot the tag because if you zoomed in on the photo, you can read the tag there. But yep, $35. So you see both mannequin or laid flat do work, right? $35. Excuse me. I think this is more presentable. I just think it's more of a presentable approach with the laying it flat. It looks to me it's eye-catching compared to the mannequin look. And again, you're going to be able to speed up your process by laying items flat. You can literally photograph 5 to 8 to 10 items before you photograph one with a mannequin, especially if you're using your iPhone, iPad, or even a digital camera. You don't need a tripod when you're doing this laying flat stuff. You're just, moving your camera right over the item and boom. And this is, as you can see if you watch the other video, that's my layout. But $35, it works either way, guys. It's just laying it flat speeds up the process. It's building that system so you can list more, and that's really what it is at the end of the day. Remember, this is used clothing, right? We're not selling brand new stuff. So, if you can find an approach to use that system by laying these items flat, you'll notice a big change in your business, and you'll be increasing profits and selling more items. Here's an Under Armour men's just solid red polyester hoodie, 25 bucks. I pick up any Disney, anything really, when I find Disney, especially Disney polo shirts that I have embroidered on it. This was Walt Disney Imagineering exclusive shirt there, $25. I probably could have got $35. We sold it within a couple days. We had some watchers on it and just moved. Now, what you're going to see is a lot of this stuff too, guys. This is these sales are popping too. These items are popping because there's traffic driven to the store. And when you're running these auctions, if you've been reading if you went through the webinar and you're looking through some of the data that's in this package here, $2 is a selling point on a starting auction that gets you traffic, right? That's the whole point. You want eyes on your products. And when you get eyes on your products, you're getting bids, you're getting sales, and you're getting people driven to your store. So a lot of this stuff you're seeing is traffic from auctions, right? That's driven to basically get people to buy the auctions at a low price, entice bidders to get in a bidding war, and then have somebody go in your store and pay full retail for something. So here's another one here, Disney Parks Rayon Blend Mouse in Paradise, kind of Hawaiian shirt there. Again, I probably could have got more for this, but $25. I'm in the game of moving products. Clothing is so abundant for me out here that it's everywhere. So I'm not here to just nickel and dime everything. I'm looking to make some money now with it and get it moving. Here we got another Pendleton, again, laid flat, just quick shot, boom. I mean, think about this. How long does it take? You won't know until you try it yourself. Once you try this method, guys, you'll realize how fast it is and how fast it is to list. Again, this one had a couple small holes in the front and back, some moth bites, but $30 we got. Pendleton. Pendletons are not cheap. Here's a brand Fasanable. Again, I sell stuff with flaws all the time. This one on the back of the Fasanable collar, there's a small button, and it was cracked. And I disclosed that, so I took this main photograph here, took a photograph of the crack, and then obviously a photograph of the inside tag, and we got $20. Boom, gone. Here's the Hugo Boss Loro Piana blazer, and I believe it was like a 30-something. It was a pretty small blazer, and really nice pinstripe. These again, Hugo Boss is not a cheap brand. The price points are all over the place on eBay for all the Hugo Boss stuff. But it's still such a popular brand and a strong product that, there's appeal to it. So when somebody sees, oh man, a Loro Piana Hugo Boss, they have no problem dropping $100 because, they're going to have to spend up towards $500, $600, $700, $800 to buy it brand new and up. So keep that in mind. Here, I love this brand, CC Filson. I wish I could find 10 of these every day, but when you find these, man, they sell. People start watching it. This was just plain old Jane blue. Right, nothing to this shirt at all. $45. Sold in a week. Had about 25 watches on it. Again, with shoes, guys, here's boots. I look at any boot I see, any hiking boot. These Danner Gore-Tex boots, whether they're women's, whether they're men's, they sell. And it's all about condition too, right? This looked like it was barely worn, and we threw it out there for $50, and it took about a month to sell. This was a nice score here, Men's Church, custom grade leather dress shoe. Just the quality on this was amazing, guys. I mean, really, you pick up this type of shoe, you'll say to yourself, this is a nice shoe. And when you've been hunting for as long as I have, I mean, you start to recognize quality. And then when you pick up the product, you go, this is well made. Even it might be something that you've never heard of, like Brand's Church. You know, you've never heard of Church dress shoes, right? And that's what you had to do, too. That's how you find new brands. You never know if you're looking at shoes. There could be a $600 pair of dress shoes over there, and if you don't pick it up, how would you know, right? You got to do a little research, too. But yeah, $70, I'll take that. Quality in this photo, I'm not that impressed with, right? We just shot it really quick. Looks like there was some kind of lighting issue there. But yeah, Hugo Boss again. This one was $60. This wasn't like a blazer, a typical blazer. It was more like a casual, like coat blazer, right? A little different. The prices were all over the board with this. But we took an offer for $40, I want to say, give or take. And it took about 3 months to sell. Again, graphic t-shirts, Galaga, $13. Anytime you find video game t-shirts, they're money, guys. And they flip very well on auction. And then you can also set them again, you know, where like this item here, maybe we tried to run it through an auction and it didn't hit. And worst case scenario, you just throw it in your store and put a price on it. That's what we do. We do that all the time. And then, you know, again, driving those auctions to the store, and you'll get people buying your items. Here's a men's split beige, just basic shirt. $15. $15 on this. Paid a couple dollars. Looking at hats is a great opportunity, whether they're vintage or not. Any beer hats sell. Sierra Nevada, $25.01. It was pre-owned. Just, you know, it was in great condition. You know, just took a couple snapshots with it, and out the door it went. You know, as you're going to notice here in these videos as we move along, the Ralph Lauren, guys, I saw a lot of Ralph Lauren because it sells. I mean, no joke about it. You know, the brand sells. People are always looking for Ralph Lauren. This was just the Ralph Lauren Polo Western Series striped shirt, right? Nothing crazy with this. Took 4 months to sell, $25.03. So let's move on to part 3, guys, and let's talk about more items I've sold here.